Here's a pro's top tip. If you want to shorten your golf swing, wear a Galvin green jacket that you bought 10 years ago in a size medium, and now in 2020, you're definitely not. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here at a very wet Sandford Springs. I think it was less than a week ago I said this. It's Simon down here at a very hot Sandford Springs golf club. 35, 36 degrees worth of heat for that matter. And now it's like this. Welcome to August in England. Titleist T-mb 718 2-iron. I've been very excited to get this. Now I bought this off eBay a week ago. Again, I saw it on auction, but I had a buy it now price for £90, and I obviously paid delivery, so just under £100 I got this 2-iron. And I really want to talk about it because some of you might know I already have a 2-iron in the bag, and it's the best club I've ever bought in my life because it provides me with confidence off the tee. In the summer I've been hitting this 260, 270 yards, pretty much down the middle, and to the point when I hit out the toe or hill, or you get the normal bad shots, it's still somewhat forward. It isn't on another golf course, it isn't on a road, it isn't through a car window. And I'll show you exactly how much I paid for that Srixon driving iron. I think it was about £64, something like that, probably about 3 months ago. I'll drag up the order that I got off eBay, and it's the best value club, the best all-round club. It allows me to actually just go out and play golf to a half decent level and not worry about getting off the tee, as it does make me a bit of a boring golfer now because, well, unless it's a massive par 5, the driver's not coming out. Now, apologies for any water that does get on the lens. There's not really much I can do in the circumstances. The Srixon driving iron, even though it's the best value club and easily my favourite club in the bag at the moment, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing 2-iron. And I know quite a few of you would be out there going, Simon, I don't want to look down on something as chunky as that. I don't want to hit a hybrid, I want to hit a 2-iron. This is it. Now I'll show you some shots out on the golf course, and it is a delight to hit out the middle. Now, a few of you might be wondering, Simon, what's the difference between this and the 716 TMB? And TMB stands for tungsten muscleback. Very little. By all means, go and get the 716 Titleist TMB iron. I think it's a slightly lighter tungsten weight in the back there, but by all means, there is very little between them. And as I approach that subject, let's be honest, when it comes to 2-irons, utility driving irons, whatever you want to call them, they haven't changed realistically over the last 8 years. The shafts might have changed, like the P790 UDI with a graphite shaft has to be one of my all-time favourite clubs to hit, purely because of that dampening graphite shaft. But overall, in terms of performance, ball speed and distance, if I was to connect with one of these and the same loft on a P790, they're going to go pretty much the same distance. And also, that's why you'll see driving irons, 2-irons, even ones that are like 6-7 years old. My favourite club back in the day was an RSI 1 UDI. Never been able to get hold of another one, and they're still selling for like 90 to 80 pounds, even more, because, well, it's a 2-iron and it just serves a purpose, just like a very good condition putter. So Simon, if the Srixon iron goes a lot further than the Titleist T-mb, why potentially would you entertain the idea of putting it in the bag, or who should be putting this iron into their set? And it's a good question. Even though the Srixon goes further, control is somewhat the issue. Yes, if I've got a 40-yard fairway to hit, I don't particularly care what the flight is or how high it goes or the spin rate, well, potentially the spin rate. But if I was trying to thread one into a par 3, very long par 3 that is, or into a long par 5, and I needed to hit a bullet straight, low, right to left, left to right, whatever the shot might need, I'm not going to be able to do that with the Srixon. The Srixon has one gear and one gear only, which is high and long. The TMB, which hopefully I'm showing you with a few shots out on the very wet Sandford Springs golf course, can be manoeuvred, can be feathered, can be controlled. But I did feel it, and I did do a bit of a compare test between the TMB and the Srixon on one of the short par 4s here at Sandford Springs on the Woods. 290 is the length. I hit the Titleist T-mb. I hit relatively both of them quite well, considering how wet both of the grips are. And the Srixon went further. However, the dispersion was a bit out there, and it's not a very relentless test. I only hit 2 shots with each, considering the conditions, but it gives you a bit of an idea, or hopefully I show you now the idea that I have between both of these clubs. One is built like a Formula 1 car, tight around the corners, trying to save energy here and there, whereas, well, the Srixon's just built for NASCAR. Now, I'll have to drag up exactly how much the TMBs cost when they first came out. Memory serves me, because it was very much an expensive club, or so it said, very expensive club, highest materials, no stone left unturned with the tungsten and everything else. I'm pretty sure each club cost £200 plus, from like pitching wedge all the way up to 5-iron, and you could get the set made through. And to be fair, I always questioned who were those irons built for, just like the P790 Ti's. Again, it just seems like an expense that wasn't necessary. Like, if you were getting fitted for the P790 Ti or these TMBs, I do question, would you have actually seen any different between any other game improvement iron? These are kind of built for your very flush, want the finer things in life, 18 handicapper. However, as a 2-iron, I love it and I adore it. Now, trying to get more money on this, I bought it for just under £100. Realistically, I think it's probably worth 120. You'll easily be able to pick one of these up for about £120. And I do think it's worth the money, mainly because you're not going to lose it. You're going to have an investment. And if you've been thinking, Simon, I want a 2-iron in the bag, I want to play about with it, you have to have a high club head speed. If you're not hitting your 7-iron, 160 plus, I really don't advise getting a 2-iron of this nature, but potentially something more like my Srixon. But it's an investment. You're not going to lose money if you look after this, just like this gentleman potentially did. It's in great nick all the way from the grip to the head. You're not going to lose out in the next 2-3 years. As I said, the 716 TMB 2-irons, which are now 4 years old, are still selling for easily £90 to £100. So just see it as more of an investment for your golf game, rather than just shelling out 100 quid on a stick. So I was really happy with this purchase, and I've got some very exciting reviews to come up. If you didn't see my last video, I've got some one length F7 irons from Cobra that have arrived, and they are immaculate. I can't believe how good a condition these irons are in. I'm very excited to show you, as I just love getting good deals, just to show you guys exactly what you can get, as well as I've had the notification that the PXG Oban Revenge Gen 2 driver, £300 I've shelled out on this club, has been posted. So looking forward to getting that through the door, and then obviously showing you. And with all these clubs, I'm going to start building more sets of golf clubs for different price points, whether it's £400 a bag, £600 a bag, £800 a bag. Don't really want to go higher than that, because then, well, it's kind of not budget or secondhand or as interesting. So if you have made it this far throughout the video, firstly, please subscribe if you already haven't done so, and second of all, I must be highly entertaining, but I am now soaked through. So I need to go home, get changed, potentially go to the gym, and then edit this video. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Leave this video a like, subscribe if you're new. I've already said that. See you later.